how to outgrow everyone around you, even those who are older than you. So have you noticed that the people that are the older generation, they have a certain way of doing things, right? They are afraid of change. They're always complaining, or they're always thinking about the past, or they're just stuck into a certain system or routine. And when you're around those types of people, you eventually start to become like them. So what you need to do is you need to distance yourself away from these kinds of people in order for you to figure out what you're supposed to do in your life and what you know you need to do. It's kind of like you're auditing your life. It's an audit of your life. You need to stay away from those kinds of people that have a very, very fixated mentality, that only stick to their own system and don't think that change is the answer, right? And examples of those people could be your parents. It could be your guardians. It could even be your own siblings. It could even be your friends, you know? But usually it's people who are much older than you, that come from another generation. And the thing is, if you don't stay away from these people, if you don't audit your life with that circle, and you don't step away from them, you're going to eventually become like them, and you're going to be afraid of change. You're going to start thinking like them. You're going to start saying, oh, you know what, I'm not going to take risks anymore in my life. Your mentality is going to become like them, and then the generation is going to continue. It's going to continue to carry on like that, right? And you know, our parents and our loved ones, and you know, people who are older than us, you know, they wish the best for us, of course, but their level of their way of thinking has become so reinforced and so fixated over the years that it's almost completely impossible for them to actually change their ways, because it's a very, very fearful path. It's a very scary path, you know. So you need to stay away from those kinds of people. Okay. The next thing that you have to do is you have to study people who you aspire to be. You know, people who are successful business owners or successful fitness gurus or whatever. You need to be able to research them when you have the time by yourself. Research the way they speak. Research how they handle failure, because that's a very important thing. A lot of people who fail in life, failed businesses, fail at something in life, majority of them just give up. But the successful ones are the ones who constantly fail, learn from it, and continue, who keep going. They don't give up. Those are the types of people that you need to study. You need to understand their mindset, right? Because the mental resilience is the most important thing. Your mental strength is the most important thing whenever you're trying to pursue something great in life. And failure is inevitable. You're going to face so much failure in your life that you may feel like it's an impossible wall to climb. But you gotta tell yourself that you know, there's other people who have done it, who have failed thousands of times. So maybe I could also be that type of person that continues to keep trying, just like everyone else. I gotta keep trying. That is the most important thing.